Hey, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jesse.
And you're watching Now You Know. And on this episode, we are going to pit the Activeon CX
versus the GoPro Hero 3 Plus.
Yeah, let's see who wins.
Round 1. Price. Knockout Activeon. At $99, this camera is the winner versus the $264 GoPro, hands down. Round 2. Screen versus app. Again, the Activeon takes the round. It's really nice having a 2-inch LCD low-latency screen on the back to help set up shots. Round 3. Audio sync. We discovered that one of our Activeons records video 1% slower than the audio, and our other Activeon does the opposite. This introduces problems during multi-camera setups, so the round goes to GoPro, which has never had this problem. Round 4. Video frame rate. This round goes to GoPro. At 1080p, the GoPro shoots at 60 frames per second versus the Activeon, which shoots at 30 frames per second. The GoPro can also shoot at 120 frames per second at 720p. Round 5. Video quality. Here's the side-by-side. It's close, but Activeon wins the round. Round 6. Battery life. Both cameras have replaceable batteries, so we left both cameras running using Wi-Fi, and here's what happened. At 2 hours and 11 minutes, the GoPro ran out of battery juice, and at 1 hour and 17 minutes, the Activeon ran out. But what we found out after the test was that the Activeon screen had been on the whole time. So to be fair, we're going to reshoot and see what happens. When we retested the GoPro and the Activeon with the Activeon screen off, we got very similar results. The GoPro lasted 2 hours and 14 minutes. The Activeon lasted for 2 hours and 16 minutes. So, round goes to Activeon. Round 7. Field of view. By a nose, Activeon takes the round with its 160-degree field of view, which is wider than GoPro's. Both cameras also offer medium and narrow field of views. Round 8. Lag on the apps. Activeon wins this round with very low latency compared to GoPro, which has a 2 to 3 second latency, as you can see here. Round 9. Audio. Both have good quality built-in mics, but the GoPro allows for external mics through the USB. Activeon doesn't. GoPro wins the round. Round 10. Mounting. Activeon wins. Both cases can utilize the GoPro universe of accessories. Both cases are waterproof to over 100 feet, but the Activeon can attach to a 1/4-inch tripod mount without a case at all. Round 11. Ease of use. Activeon wins this round with its 2-inch LCD screen. It's much easier to navigate menus than the tiny black and white LCD screen on the GoPro.
All right, so we've just seen some pluses and minuses for each of these cameras. So after seeing all that, which one would you buy now?
It's a tough one. I mean, I like both of them. They're both good. They both do sort of what I want. They both do slightly different things. First of all, the Activeon is cheaper, and so I mean that makes me feel a lot more confident using it in situations where I might be afraid that I'd lose it or that it would break.
Yeah.
So I mean, strapping it to the outside of the car, I'd feel more comfortable using an Activeon rather than a GoPro. Submerging it underwater, I'd feel more comfortable using this. The image quality seems to be great. The field of view seems to be great. I don't think you have as much field of view control as you do with the GoPro. So I mean that's kind of a negative. Another big negative is the audio on this. You can get good audio, but you have to adjust the gain every time you turn on the camera, which is a pain in the butt.
Because you're not going to remember.
And it's going to be when you really need it.
Right.
Now the reason for this is so that way you can actually hear stuff when it's in its case. So it automatically has 100% gain, so that way when it's in its case, you can sort of hear talking. For an action camera, I think this is kind of a little bit better than the GoPro.
I think a big thing to me is the screen on the back.
That's
the fact
true.
that for a little over $100 you're getting a screen on the back.
Right.
I really don't like.
That's true. There's no screen, and
to see what you're gonna see through the Hero 3, you got to use the app.
And both apps are clunky.
But the latency on this is
much better. Yeah,
way better.
It's very weird.
It's like, practically live.
Yeah.
Versus this, which is such a delay that it's almost hard to use because it's 2 or 3 seconds behind.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, even though there's pluses and minuses, the price and the fact that this has the screen on the back, it would be hard for me to keep buying more GoPros.
Right.
Because you're just getting such a bigger bang for the buck.
Right. The GoPro has a bit more functionality, at least in terms of what you're trying to do. So it has time lapses, better picture quality, just in general, if you're taking like stills.
You can record audio into the USB, which is you can't do on the Activeon.
Right.
Which that's, I mean, if you're going to plug in some lapel mics or something, that's a huge plus.
Right.
Or put a mic, like a lot of bikers will put this on their helmet and put a microphone.
Right. Or on their chest.
Right. There's definitely some pluses and minuses, and that's why we did this episode, so you could see what works for you.
Right.
What works for us is to kind of have both.
Yeah.
Because we can use them for what we need them for their strengths.
Right. And I mean, having, being able to get more Activeons than for the same price as a GoPro, I mean, really makes it so you can have a lot more angles if you're doing something interesting.
I would be interested in your comments below. There's other brands like Firefly and so forth, which are other like knockoff brands. And if you've got brands that you like better, and for reasons why, please let us know below, because I mean, we're always looking for new cameras to do for our show. So if you've got some inside scoop on some better cameras, please let us know.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Please subscribe to our channel. We're reviewing all sorts of different tech sort of gadgets and stuff that we find interesting, stuff that hopefully you find interesting, and we just really appreciate all your support.
And give us your thoughts below.
Yeah, we love reading your comments. I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible.
And support us on Patreon.
Definitely. All right, thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.